Hi guys, welcome back. We are doing our sketch in this video, and then there will be another video coming up with the watercolor painting, but it's gonna be this one. So this is the Viola, and I'm gonna show it up close. There's like some cool techniques in this one, so I think you may end up needing to practice it a few times or not, but like have fun in that if you do. So we will be doing just the sketch right now, and so for that you'll need a pencil and a kneaded eraser. And then if you're going to be doing the watercolor painting, make sure you do that on watercolor paper, and I definitely recommend like a 140-pound cold press watercolor paper. I've got it linked if you want to find the same one that I am using. Otherwise, just any kind of paper or sketchbook or back of a receipt. I don't know what you're doing. And so yeah, but this is where we're going. This is what it's going to look like. So right now we're going to sketch that together. So that was our supplies. Make sure you're comfy and cozy, and we'll get started. Okay, let's start with some observation, and we'll do it on, we've got two different painted ones, but just a reminder that we do have this printable in the description if you wanted that. So you see how simple this actually looks on here. It's definitely more complicated, but a lot of it is with paint, but I'll show that to you on the painting then. So this is our Viola, and it's interesting because these two are symmetrical, separate ones. This one is funny because it's one, and you can't, we'll try to highlight that a little bit more, but it really dips in, like right here is like this center, and it's like they're symmetrical. So it's really cool. And then we've got this one behind, or maybe another one would be behind as well. That's like this beautiful sort of solid color, and it lets this be all the focus. So this should be kind of an easier one to sketch, I think, but I hope you stick with us for the painting as well. Let me show you though a different version, and I painted both of them, and they're not exactly the same, and yours won't be either, and that's great. I do really like this that we got, a little bit of more like muddling, speckling, I don't know, something like this, which I did more in this one than this, but you see that they're just going to be different. And if you did a whole page of these, yours will be different too. I definitely recommend doing that. Like, have fun and just get a whole page out and just play. The colors are a little bit different. This one leans a little bit more towards like an indigo blue. This one's a little bit more purple. They're both great. They're not that different in reality, but if you like one better than the other when you're mixing your paints, try to get more towards that. I do realize, look at this, I did a good job on this one of leaving that white space. This is the one I just did, so now I'm looking at my better one. Left a white space here. Okay, I'm talking too much about painting. We're gonna get into our sketch. Toss. I'm gonna bring this one next to us. Try to get you both on camera, but we're gonna start with that center. I'm gonna have, this is my trickiest part right now, is just fitting it in here the way I want to, but I'm gonna let it just run behind things if it needs to, and that's gonna kind of free me up a little bit. But what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm gonna go like, I think if I turn mine a bit, that's gonna make it helpful for me. So I think I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna put my center right here. So this is kind of like a circle, but really it's kind of going backwards and up. So there's a bit of a triangular top to it. I know this is kind of backed away far. Let's see if we can get closer. And from there, we wanna get into these two, let's call them the top ears, okay? So first of all, this line's gonna come up like double that center at least. You know, I could fit 1, 2 of those, okay? And the bottoms of it, see this, come out this way, and they're not perfectly like sideways like this. They really both tip down. So let's try to make, these lines are gonna be our guide, and I think that you'll like it. It'll make it, should make it like really helpful when we get into this. So we've already got 1, 2, 3. Great. Well, let's get these to be somewhat symmetrical. Let's look at this shape right here. You can sort of fit that triangle, kind of a wide top to it, right? And I'm going to be annoyed because I'm going to try to make just a little bit smaller, but like do it as big as you can because it's easier to paint within a bigger space, and I think it's like fun that way. So I knew my space would be getting tight. Okay, so I am making them go 2 different directions right here. I'm pressing lightly with my pencil because I certainly might be moving that. And this is the whole thing. So first of all, it comes up, it comes over to the right, and then this is a really beautiful kind of like, it sort of, let's look at it this way. See if this is the top of it. It's nice, it comes kind of up and down a little bit, and this detail is kind of important. It just gives it some detail. So just kind of wiggle your pencil a little bit as you go up around that top edge. And So it's going to be down a little and then just a little bit of a wiggle here and curve it in. We can erase what we don't like in a minute. So this is where I'm going to try not to get too far like out of here because it'll be harder to teach you. That's not too bad, it's just covered a little bit, and I'll just avoid those when I paint. We're going around, definitely not over. And then from here, remember this one, wait, that gave us 1, 2, 3. It's almost like we need an extra line right here. We don't, but what if we put it there for a second anyways? That's gonna show you like perfect halves for this part, which is symmetrical. So I go like this. Let's try that and see if you can see a little bit better. Okay, so then how far is it gonna go down? I mean, basically, it's pretty similar to those. So what if you just go like this and create this shape where they're gonna split? Because it does dip up. Then now we can do the same thing and try for some symmetry here as we just sort of, it's coming out and away from the center, and we'll just wiggle it a bit. So like this direction would be the center of it. Wiggle and just press lightly. In a moment, you'll be like, that's weird, or you'll be like, I love it. And then you'll just make changes accordingly. Okay, I might make this bigger if I had better space, but I don't, so I'm working with what I've got. Let's get this really beautiful petal up top. This one, actually, look, I did do 2. Can you see that distinction right there? So if you want to do 2, that's probably prettier. So mine is unfortunately hid behind a little, so you're gonna miss this sort of up part on mine a bit, but it's there, so I'm gonna like fakey draw it for a second, okay? And then come across and up, nice curve and down. Then I want another one, so let's see, maybe like this. And I'm just trying to use my space. That feels pretty good to me. Make sure yours feels good to you. Let's give a little, like, do you want a stem or not? See on this one, it puts them all together. I don't know if I need it. I'll give a little one just in case you want it so that I don't forget to paint it. And I don't want it to come perfectly out of that center though. I'm gonna pretend like it's a little bit curved, and I'll just give it a short stem. That feels okay to me. It's really, this is gonna be the focus anyway. So, I don't know how well you can see it on mine, but these 2 things right here, there's like white ovals, and they're kind of jagged a little bit. Those are a really beautiful part, and it's kind of like the folding that's happening here. And so let's try to get those in. I've forgotten how I was doing this. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So we're gonna get them in right here. It's on this and this, these little ovals, and just give them a little bit of a shape, like they are part of a fold of these petals. Okay, you can grab a photo of a Viola flower if you'd like, and I think that'll really help you as well. But sometimes it feels more complicated and harder. So if you want to stick with this, stick with this. Now, if you're doing the drawing, I'm sorry to tell you, we are basically done with the sketch. So if you were like, yeah, but I'm not going to watercolor paint, then I want you to look at this, and I want you to kind of just, let's see if I can, I want you to just go like, okay, this is where there would be a line for this part. This, I'm going to have all of these jagged lines out and away, and you're going to try to get that stuff in. You could shade a portion of the inside of this white part to give it dimension, but you would decide how your lines go from there. You could do one more line along this outer bit here to give it like just a distinguishing part where you would leave that white, and you maybe would do some sort of hatching or shading in this darker part. So, but basically that's all we need. So for watercolor, our sketches can be simple because we just need a framework, and that's what this is today. Make sure you like it. If anything's wonky or weird, let's get rid of it. And though I feel like this was very quick, we already nailed it, so there's nothing else to say. I will see you on our next video for watercolor painting this flower.